Hey guys, welcome back to the Project V-Ball podcast. My name is Parshadin.
My name is Jay Manungi.
My name is Gokul Narayan.
So, hey guys, for this episode today, we're talking about the return of the NBA. I'm just gonna break it down how it's working out. So, it's gonna return July 31st, and they're gonna have a 16-day regular season with 8 regular season games, and then the games are gonna like 5 games per day. And after that, they're going into the playoffs. Before that, they'll do 8th and 9th like tournaments thing to see who truly gets the 8th seed, and then they'll start the playoffs. And the season's gonna end around October 12th or something, they said. And after that, October 15th or 3 days afterwards, they're gonna do a draft, and then the free agency will start like 3 days after that. And then the next year season, they're thinking about like December sometime. And I forgot to mention the August 15th will be the draft lottery. So that's like the plan that's going on right now. For this episode, we're just gonna talk about our thoughts on how it's coming back, and like our opinions and what we think about the whole situation. So I'm just gonna start. I think it's a good thing that they're coming back. But my problem is the timing, because like towards the end, like the playoffs, all the teams, because during that time, the MLB and football and college football will all be going on. So like the ratings might be a little off, and not many people might be interested in boring finals. Like let's say it's a Clippers versus Bucks. That's gonna be a little bit of a boring finals, and not many people are gonna be too interested in that. So like I can see like people like not caring about this season that much. If like unless like someone like LeBron goes to the finals or something like that crazy happens, then things can change for like NBA the ratings wise. But other than that, I think it's a good plan how they're executing everything. Goku and Akash, what are you guys' thoughts so far on the season?
I think the plan is great. I think Adam Silver did a really good job with this whole situation and bringing the NBA back. I mean, he halted the NBA at the perfect time before everything was getting like shut down and quarantined. So I think he did a good job with this whole situation, and his plan for the reopening is also great because he's keeping the players isolated in hotels and everything. He's checking if they have the virus before each game, and I think it's a good idea. And also, I think it's good that they're going to be playing games like all day just to get back on track. And I also think he found a really good way to give the seeds that were about to make the playoffs a chance to make it. So yeah, Gokul, your thoughts?
Yeah, like you said, I really like the way that he only called back the teams that would have a chance, as that would like minimize the chance of other players getting infected. So that was pretty smart. And then given the circumstances, I think Adam Silver did a pretty good job for finishing off the season, and I'm pretty excited to see how it turns out.
Yeah, but I'm good. Like I said before, I'm completely cool with the plan. I think this is a good idea. It's just my problem is towards the end of the season during the playoffs, with like if football and then the baseball are still going on. I'm not 100% sure if those haven't said anything. If they're going on, like I'm pretty sure if like the finals is not interesting, I'm not gonna care as much about it as I would care about like a football game or something like that, right? But like I think this is a good plan. I think Adam Silver is doing everything like to his ability. He said there's gonna be max 1,600 people for the NBA reasons will be at the Disney World, and they also said like I heard Disney World's opening, and people are like, okay, I'm gonna go to Disney World to see NBA players. They said good luck, you're probably not gonna find any of them. And then also before, their plan was trying to give higher seeds like an advantage for the playoffs, but I think they scrapped that idea because some of the ideas they were giving out were just not that great. It's kind of funny, a couple of them, but like yeah. But in this new format, do you guys think there's any like a problem for like basketball in general, like the play of players? Do you think something's gonna be different?
There would only be a problem if they start changing the rules for the seeds, like the seeds that were supposed to have home court advantage. The only problem could be they start changing the rules of the game for those home court advantage seeds. Other than that, I think everyone has like a fair chance to win. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Like you said, they're having trouble figuring out what the home court, the higher seeds advantage should be, and like they're throwing out ideas like they can choose one player to have 7 fouls. They can choose their coach can have some more coach challenges
challenging.
Yeah. So those ideas kind of like change the game, but home court advantage is just something that they have like a little advantage that their fans are rooting them on rather than them getting.
And it's something
So-
you can't really replace because
Yeah.
home court is like, big advantage. You can totally change the outcome in like the final minutes, especially for free throws and stuff like that. So
Yeah, it's just great to have basketball coming back. Now we know all the timings. So, what you guys' thoughts on like how quickly the free agency and draft and all these things are gonna happen? Like,
I mean, they,
It's like
they, have,
3 days.
they have to do it quickly.
Yeah, it was
They're already
expected.
They're really behind track. They need to get that stuff out of the way and then get back on track, hopefully. But I mean, like Renee, you were telling me some stuff about like how we're gonna have games during the school year and stuff. That's gonna be pretty cool. You want to talk about that a little bit?
no, it's more like it's gonna be like usually the NBA season would start when this season's ending. So then like so and then the season's probably start December or November, wherever they said, and then Loki and then it'll go throughout like the whole summer type thing. And I think because no major sports happens during the summer most of the time, right? Like not for sports wise, like except like maybe soccer and stuff.
yeah,
but,
none
like,
of the MLB.
in the United States, like for the sports in the summer, it's kind of lacking most of the times, and makes it like interesting with the NBA there. And it's gonna be like near playoff time, end of regular season when everything gets interesting. So then it'll be nice for people because it's summer, so people don't really worry about like school or whatever they have in their lives.
Yeah.
Right? So I like how the NBA is gonna be structured. If it's gonna start like December, like Christmas time, make it start Christmas, end it somewhere around who knows August, September, October, whatever you guys need to do. Just I like it being in the summer because it actually allows us here. We can also make more content during the summer, obviously.
All right.
So as also
One more thing. So I think, guys, let's move on to our predictions for the playoffs. Like, how do you think the stuff's gonna go down? Renee, you want to start off?
I'm saying it's gonna be a Lakers Bucks final. Lakers win in 7.
I'm saying Lakers, and this might surprise some people, but Celtics, because I just think that the Celtics are gonna thrive in this system, and I think Jason Tatum's gonna explode. Of course, I'm by no means a Celtics fan. I'm actually a Nets fan, but Kyrie is not playing officially because of his shoulder injury, which is good. I want him to rest, and I want him to get better by next season. But I think it'll either be the Celtics or the Raptors that make the finals. In my opinion, I think it'll be Celtics, Lakers, and Lakers will take it over. What about you, Goku?
Okay, and go.
Yeah, I also think Bucks and Lakers. So basically, what would happen if the season continued originally? I don't see any of the top Western Conference teams really being affected by this system. So, I think it'll more or less be the same teams that make it.
Okay, I think now.
Now everyone.
Can we talk about one more thing? Now I think we should talk about
Yeah,
some surprise teams that you wouldn't be surprised if they got to the finals. You want to start it off?
I would say, I think on the West, it's just really between the Lakers and Clippers, and at that point, it's your opinion. But I don't want to take Clippers as a surprise because it's a 50-50. But in my opinion, I rather go with my squad. But on the Eastern side, that's when it gets kind of interesting. I would say a couple surprises to people might be like the Miami Heat or the Toronto Raptors. That's make the finals.
Yeah, I'd say the Miami Heat have a pretty. I would not be surprised if they make the finals because, everyone's gonna be a little rusty after they come back. But the Heat, their defense would definitely be a big factor in this playoff run. And yeah, there's gonna be less advantages for the teams above as well. So teams in the 8th seed could be doing pretty good. Like, what do you guys think? Do you think the Trailblazers can make the playoffs at least? I think they definitely can.
I think it.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know. I
possible.
don't think they will.
It's fun.
It's possible with the format, but I just feel like I don't know, dude, because like I'm pretty from my memory, I haven't checked the standings in a while. I think the Grizzlies did have like a 4-game lead or some type of good lead, and I don't think the Grizzlies are gonna start losing all the regular.
I mean, they're
Even
just
though
coming
all
back. They haven't played in over 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah,
Has it been 3 months since the NBA was canceled?
yeah, it's been pretty much
Yeah.
3 months now. Yeah. Goku, what were your surprise team before? Yeah, no, that.
I wouldn't be surprised to see some of the lower seeded teams actually have a push because of this new system. But yeah, I don't see them going any further than like the first round. But I wouldn't be surprised to see some unexpected teams make the playoffs, like the Eastern Conference, for example. The Wizards right now they're about 5 games behind, but hopefully this new system benefits them and some of the lower teams to actually have a chance because of the no home court advantage policy.
I want to add something there. I think it's gonna take everyone like the whole regular season to get into the groove of things again. Because imagine like you're an NBA player and you haven't played like real basketball competitively in like 3 months. It's gonna take you like a couple games at least to get back into back into your groove. So yeah, so I think it'll be kind of like evenly matched per se, because not all of these guys have like home gyms or even practicing every day. I mean, some of them do. Like LeBron would definitely be the guy that would be practicing like still in this off time. But for the most part, like it would be kind of evenly matched, like in the beginning at least. Like, what would you say about that?
Yeah, I would say it's gonna be definitely evenly matched because everyone didn't come back. They're coming back after 3 months of not playing and all that. So I would agree it's evenly matched. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think the NBA is making a good step forward, and I feel like this is also a good step for the future because of like the way they're changing the towns around. I worry a little bit about the finals timing where it's like college football, and MLB testing. But I think the NBA is in the future, like even if its ratings are like if they're gonna be kind of lower, but I think as the future go on, I think the NBA is going to overtake one of those sports, but not now. Those sports are like been there for a long time and like people love those sports. But I think in the future, the NBA is definitely going to take some shine from football and baseball. But I don't think we should worry too much about like ratings if the final ratings are not that great or something like that. But I think this is a good step for the future. What do you guys think?
Definitely.
Okay, guys, we're gonna end the video here. This is just our thoughts on how the NBA season coming back and what we think. Thank you guys for listening.
Thanks.